real snob. I need a parfait. I need to meditate with the bunny on my steak. I'm finna give her a good shot with my case. She want the Mew Mew. She want the East.
We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen. We're ready to start year 2 together in the booth. Off we go from Northwest Stadium. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got Richard E.
Look at the 3 tight ends here on first and 10. Off the play fake. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Kalijah Kancey off to the dream start for a pass rusher. A sack on the very first play of the season. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Here we go. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The second down throw is incomplete.
All right, so the first 2, they go clearly to the defense. You got a first down sack. That sets everything of the drive for the offense behind the 8 ball. Then they followed up with a forced incompletion. So now 3rd and long, this is a must-pass situation, and the defense has a prime opportunity to get themselves off the field.
He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
That's good for a Commanders first down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll dump this out wide to Gibson. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
1-yard gain.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Commanders first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
And this offense just continues to methodically move the ball down the field here on their opening drive, Mike. And I think defensively, they've got to figure something out. Otherwise, this has the looks for one of those long days in the office.
A first down throw for Burrow. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Second down, Burrow. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage.
To the goal line and in. Jauan Jennings. of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. They'll try to run a reverse. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Josh Jobe brings him down. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On play action, Hurts. That's to the rookie out of TCU, Jack Bech. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
First down, New York.
Throwing is Hurts. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On the ground, it's Brown. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. It was Milton Williams that time to bring him down. Third down and 9. To the left side in the hands of Watson. Still going inside the 20. And he will go all the way. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Giants. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Giants come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On the line, ready? Here we go.
Burrow working in the pistol. This is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner.
Like, doesn't it just seem like year in and year out, especially on the defensive side of the ball, there's these late-round players that kind of burst onto the scene out of nowhere, and there's a reason this guy fell in the draft. Well, I'll tell you what, he has shown a ton of growth so far this year, and he continues to make his presence felt in the back end of this defense. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll run here with Brown. And this is going to work out a little better. He'll get 9 on that one. But they're going to need to convert on 3rd down. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. 3rd and 2. Here we go.
Easy, 63. Anyone else?
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he's in. Mike Evans. Touchdown, New York. Bates now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Giants will move out to a 14-7 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Gibson. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw is Burrow. That's caught right side. The tight end Schultz. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
A really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Stop.
Here's Gibson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
He's got the big rookie out of LSU, Mason Taylor. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
So I really like the decision here that you're going to throw the ball to one of your big tight ends, but it's the personnel grouping that you do it out of. Bring as many big bodies onto the field as possible, stay with the passing game, and you're able to find one of those big tight ends for a first down.
Burrow now to throw on first down. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah McDuffie.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
180, 180.
A first down throw for Hurts. Short one there, caught by Tremble. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7.
Great. Hey, challenge. 180, 180.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. He's got the rookie 3rd-round pick, Harold Fannin. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. The left side into the hands of Best. And he will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. Hurts again. That one batted away in the end zone. Incomplete. With coverage leaving the post. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Great.
That's holding at the 2. And he'll go the wrong way, trying to use that speed to get out to the pylon. But he had to give ground, and they tackle him for a loss.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job.
Good blocking, and he's in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, New York.
The kicker on
So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow now. Quick slant into the hands of Smith. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Tay Smith. 10 yards on the pick.
Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll be 3rd down.
And less than a yard.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. He finds his big receiver. That's Jennings. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. Elijah Cansey. What a way to kick off the new year. 2 sacks in the 1st half of the opener.
Gun. Stop.
Burrow here on 2nd down. Now, deep ball for London. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the 1st half. He's got to settle down.
And for the 3rd time in this 1st half, he's been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Quay Walker. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. The back of the end zone. He's got it. Jack Fish. Touchdown, Giants. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His 1st NFL touchdown in his very 1st NFL game. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now return coming from the 7. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. Open man is Jennings. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Now whistle. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this 1st half.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Burrow. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this 1st half.
kicker to kick off.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin then.
36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Great. Set. Delta.
Now Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Now left, Yeti. 73. Hey, Silver. Right everyone, huh? Delta.
Now Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Delta, set. Right everyone, huh? Delta.
Here's Hurts. That's caught. It's Evans. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27. They send Evans in motion. Now Brown. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Delta, set. Right everyone, huh?
Here's Brown. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
On third down, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. Gonna be fourth down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you had things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
Will take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
A first down throw for Burrow. Backs to his tight end, Schultz. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
A gain of 22 yards.
Let's go. 73.
And the Giants first down.
A carry here for Brown. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Great. Set. Trimmer. Crown that Yeti.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. To the pylon. He's in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, New York. That his second touchdown now here in the season opener. Bates good with the extra point. And the Giants stretch things out even further. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Gibson.
Antonio Gibson on the return. The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. Right in. Shot.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
It's a gain of
18 yards. And a great way to start the drive. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. To throw is Burrow. He'll dump this out wide to Gibson. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up second down.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A gain of 4.
Here we go.
It's now second and 6.
Here's Burrow. A throw left side. But it's going to wind up incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
Burrow now to throw on first down. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. They get 18 on that one. First down, Washington.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Let's get set. Shot.
Now, Burrow. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he will get into the end zone. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, Washington.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half.
Here we go.
Washington will line up with a two-point conversion.
Shot.
Burrow. That is caught. And they get the two-point conversion.
The score, Giants 38, Commanders 15.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. A short one taken at the 10. Good return as he takes it across the 30.
Great.
A first down throw for Hurts. The left side into the hands of Beck. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On first down, it's Hurts. He'll take a shot for Watson. That's caught! And he will score! Christian Watson, touchdown, New York. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Bates, good, with the extra point. The Giants add on to their already sizable lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow working in the pistol. That's taken in by Jennings. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
And he'll be stepped up at the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 2.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now, Burrow. On punt by Smith. He's going to have that first down. Gain of 6 as they convert on 3rd down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Gun.
Burrow to throw. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Commander's first down.
Commanders first down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at
Back to
the
throw. Burrow. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming.
Here we go.
And at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
And the story of the game has really been the inability of the offensive line to keep this pass rush away from the quarterback. And it's a big reason they find themselves here trailing in the 4th quarter. So as they turn to this passing game to try to mount a comeback, they've got to do a better job protecting the quarterback.
And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Washington.
1st and 10 at the
Here we go.
30-yard line.
Burrow. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
18 at the 38-yard line.
Play action now. It's Burrow. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Edgerrin Cooper working his way in to register his first sack of the new season. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
180.
Burrow now. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Off the bootleg, it's Hurts. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
The entire idea of the bootleg is to move your quarterback off of his normal spot. Buy some extra time for your offensive line and alleviate some of the pressure on the protection. But in this case, it seemed to me like the quarterback panicked a little bit. He went into survival mode and ended up leading to a massive loss.
Good. Hey! Trimmer! Call up Yeti! Hey, 73!
Backed up to his own goal line, Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jermaine Pratt.
You know, Mike, anytime you decide you're going to air it out backed up on your own goal line, you're taking a big risk, right? It's got to be out of your hand fast. Give the quarterback somewhere to go quick. But the defense knows that. They're attacking. They're taking some chances to jump some passes. We saw it there, and they're lucky that was just a turnover instead of a pick six.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Ball down to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
And it's 1st and 10.
The 16-yard line.
To throw is Burrow. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Ezra Cooper.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. It's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Off the play fake, Hurts. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And he's going to take this one all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, New York. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's get set. Stop.
A 1st down throw for Burrow. Hit as he threw. The pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
On 1, right?
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Open man is Jennings. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
First down.
Stop. 180.
First and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll throw it left and has his running back. Second down, they need 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing is Burrow. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame. So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
And the Commanders first down.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
On 1, ready?
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
That is incomplete. Here we go. There goes what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't.
And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook. And the Giants will take over here just past the 30.
It's a turnover on downs.
Great, set. Go Silver, ready? Delta.
Here we go. One final play. He'll air it out down the middle. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So a road